Greetings, fellow Whovians. Well, this is it. We've come to the very, very last story of the Hartnell era of Doctor Who. Well, I still can't believe this is it. I mean, after this, well, I'll be doing my top 10 Hartnell stories video, and then after that, I'll be doing my reviews of the Patrick Troughton era. I'll be doing my top 10 Hartnell stories video next week, and then the week after that, I'll start reviewing the Troughton era with the Power of the Daleks. So, yep, this is it. The final story of the first Doctor and the first appearance of the Cybermen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 10th Planet. The Doctor and his companions Ben and Polly arrive in the TARDIS at the South Pole in the year 1986, near the Snowcap base. The base is supervising the mission of the Zeus Force spaceship, using a routine probe on the Earth's atmosphere. Unusual readings on the spaceship's instruments lead to the discovery of a new planet suddenly approaching Earth. The spaceship begins to experience power losses, and Snowcap personnel begin arrangements to abort its mission. Back on the base, the Doctor reveals what he knows about the 10th planet. It is Mondas, Earth's former sister planet, and its inhabitants will soon be visiting Earth. True to his prediction, the robotic creatures land outside, killing the guards and disguising themselves in the dead men's furs to gain access. While everyone is distracted by their efforts to land Zeus Force safely, the creatures are easily able to take over the base. The base personnel and Polly plead with the invaders to allow them to save the lives of the Zeus Force crew, but the creatures say that their lives are irrelevant to them. They explain that they are Cybermen, who were once like human beings, but gradually replaced their bodies with mechanical parts, including eliminating the weakness of emotion from their brains. The Cybermen allow the men to make contact with Zeus 4, but it is too late as the ship is dragged away by Mondas and explodes. The Cybermen explain that Mondas is absorbing energy from Earth and will soon destroy it. They propose to take humans back to Mondas and turn them into Cybermen. Yeah, basically converting other people to Cybermen. Whoa, that'd be scary. Ben, who has been imprisoned in the projection room after attempting to kill a Cyberman, rigs up the projector to blind incoming Cybermen, allowing him to steal his guard's weapon and kill him. Sneaking back into the tracking room, he hands the cyber weapon to General Cutler, the base commander, who kills the remaining 2 Cybermen. Cutler contacts Space Command HQ in Geneva and is informed that they have sent his son on a mission to rescue the doomed Zeus 4. Cutler decides it is time to take the fight to the Cybermen and decides to use the powerful Z-bomb to destroy Mondas. A Z-bomb? What's it powered by? Zero? Zeus himself? Anything else that starts with the letter Z? Ben argues against using the bomb, saying that Mondas might destroy itself anyway when it absorbs too much energy. The chief scientist at Snowcap, Dr. Barkley, is also concerned, saying that the radiation caused by the exploding planet will cause great loss of life on Earth. Unswayed, Cutler orders Ben to be imprisoned in a cabin with the Doctor, who is unconscious and seemingly ill. Barkley goes to Ben and tells him how to sabotage the rocket to prevent it from reaching Mondas, but Cutler notices Barkley's absence and catches Ben in the act. Cutler attempts to fire the Z-bomb, but the engines fail on the launch pad thanks to Ben's sabotage. Cutler, enraged, threatens to kill Ben, Barkley, and the Doctor, who has never gained consciousness. Before he can shoot the Doctor, Cutler is killed by the new leader of a newly arrived squad of Cybermen. Excuse me. The Cybermen insist that the rocket pointed at Mondas be dismantled. The Doctor suggests that it would be a good idea to go along with this, and tells the others to play for time, as Mondas cannot take much more energy now. The Cybermen take Polly back to her spaceship as a hostage. Rude. As the Cybermen take over Space Command in Geneva, the Doctor realizes that their plan is to destroy Earth with the Z-bombs, thus saving Mondas. He manages to communicate this revelation to Ben and the others over the intercom before the Cybermen take him prisoner. In the radiation room, Ben surmises that the reason why they need to use humans to do this work rather than doing it themselves is that they are highly susceptible to radiation. Barkley suggests using the rods from the reactor chamber as a portable weapon against the Cybermen. This proves successful, allowing Ben, Barkley, and the others to regain control of the base. More Cybermen enter the tracking room, but just at that moment Mondas explodes, disabling all the remaining Cybermen. Ha ha! Cutler's son contacts the base from Zeus 4 telling them that his ship is now back to full power, and Geneva tells Barclay that the Cybermen threat has ended. Yay! Meanwhile, Ben makes his way back to the Cyberman ship to rescue the Doctor and Polly. The Doctor seems to deliberate as to whether it's all over before saying that it's far from over, before making his way back to the TARDIS. As Ben and Polly hammer on the door, the controls operate of their own accord and the central column begins to rise and fall. The Doctor sees enough energy to open the door, and Ben and Polly finally get in. Barely conscious, the Doctor collapses to the floor, and before the astonished eyes of his companions, he becomes enveloped in a bright light. After the light dies down, the Doctor's face is different and has the appearance of a younger man. Wow. So much stuff that happened in the first Doctor's last story. It seems that the first Doctor wasn't really all that involved, but that's probably due to Hartnell's bad health at the time, so yeah, anyway, let's look at production elements of the story, shall we? The events leading up to this story, from the Cybermen's perspective, are heard in the Big Finish audio story Spare Parts with the Fifth Doctor and Nyssa. The story deals with the many aspects left unexplained in the story, such as how Mondas left the solar system and returned again. The Sixth Doctor serial, Attack of the Cybermen, takes place in 1985, the year before the events of the 10th planet. In that serial, the Cybermen attempt to alter history so Mondas is not destroyed. Yeah, good luck with that. While the Doctor regenerates at the end of this story, the process is unnamed. In the subsequent serial, The Power of the Daleks, the Doctor states that he has been renewed, implying restoration of youth rather than a change of body. The concept was not called regeneration until Planet of the Spiders. Script editor Jerry Davis later stated that it was intended for the energy drain from Mondas to be the cause of the generation, but that did not come across clearly on screen. Well, maybe it should have. All 4 episodes of the story features a specially designed graphics sequence used for the opening titles and closing credits. Designed by Bernard Lodge, they were intended to resemble a computer printout. In the opening credits for this episode, Kit Pedler is clearly identified as Kit with 2 T's, Pedler. In the opening credits for the 3rd episode, Jerry Davis is simply named as Jerry Davies. William Hartnell did not appear in the 3rd episode. On the Monday before the program was due to be recorded, he sent a telegram to the production team informing them that he was too ill to work. Jerry Davis rewrote the script explaining the Doctor's absence is in a collapse, and gave his dialogue to the characters, most noticeably Ben. This was not as much of an interruption to the episode's production as it would seem. The all 4 episodes have been written so that Hartnell would have relatively little to do in case of just such an event. The original draft episode 4 did not feature the Doctor regenerating at the end. Dun dun dun! The first Doctor's last words were originally scripted as something similar. No, I simply will not give in. Time was running short towards the end of production, and director Derek Martinus opted not to record the line, wanting to ensure that the regeneration sequence was recorded as well as possible. As a result, the first Doctor's last words were simply, yes, thank you, that's good, keep warm. Patrick Troughton appears in the final episode uncredited as the 2nd Doctor. William Hartnell reprised the role of the first Doctor on only one occasion, the 10th anniversary serial The 3 Doctors, although a photograph of him would be seen briefly as Troughton first looks into a mirror at Star Trek's first serial, The Power of the Daleks. The first episode begins with a shot of Troughton lying on the TARDIS floor. A clip of Hartnell from Part 6 of The Dalek Invasion of Earth was used at the beginning of the 20th anniversary special, The 5 Doctors, where Richard Herndon would play the first Doctor during most of the episode. A clip of Hartnell from the 10th planet was used in Earthshock, when the Cybermen review the Doctor's change of appearance. The last episode of this serial is missing. It is possibly the most sought after of the missing episodes, because it contains the first historic regeneration scene, even though a low-quality, truncated copy of this sequence survives and is held in the BBC archives, and also because it is William Hartnell's final episode. In fact, it is included in a list of the top 10 most wanted missing programs, alongside the BBC studio footage from the Apollo 11 landings, which is currently held only in soundtrack form. Popular myth has it that the only surviving telerecording copy of the 4th episode was lost, loaned out to the children's program Blue Peter in 1973, when they wished to use a clip from it in a feature on the 10th anniversary of Doctor Who. Although a print of the Daleks' Master Plan Episode 4, The Traitors, was loaned to Blue Peter and now returned to the BBC Film Library, There was never a copy of the 10th Planet Episode 4 there to have been loaned. Another department, BBC Enterprises, was still offering all 4 episodes for sale to foreign broadcasters until the end of the following year, and would not, in any case, have loaned out master negatives. Excuse me. In 1992, a man named Roger K. Barrett, later revealed to be an alias, it being based on the real name of Sid Barrett, claimed to have a videotape recording of episode 4 of this story and offered to sell to the BBC for £500. Before this was revealed as a hoax, the BBC produced a special introduction for an intended VHS release of the story, hosted by Michael Craze. 2 versions of which were filmed. One explained that episode 4 was still missing, the other introducing the story as if it were complete. A documentary called Missing in Action, made in 1993 and narrated by Nicholas Courtney, also mentions the hoax. For the 2013 DVD release, episode 4 was animated by Planet 55 Studios. So, yeah, that's it. Final Hartnell story. The last time I will have to review an episode of the Hartnell era. So, yeah, kudos. We finally made it to the end of Hartnell era. Yay! Like I said, next week I'll do my top 10 Hartnell stories video, and then week after that I'll start with the Troughton era. So, yeah, so until next week, this is Hoopy and Queen saying, "Oh my goody aunt, when I say run, run, I've a polarity of the neutron flow. Would you like a jelly baby? Fantastic. Allons-y, Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool. Fezzes are cool. Oh, I almost forgot. I give the 10th Planet 5 out of 5 sonic screwdrivers. Okay, now this is Hoopy and Queen saying, "Oh my goody aunt, when I say run, run, I've a polarity of the neutron flow. Would you like a jelly baby? Fantastic. Allons-y, Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool. Fezzes are cool. And Stetsons are cool.